He never thought the women he harassed would be the ones to end his career. Marcus from operations had a gift for making women uncomfortable while maintaining plausible deniability. He'd linger at your desk longer than necessary, always finding a reason to lean over your shoulder when you were reviewing documents. He'd compliment your perfume, ask if you were dating anyone, squeeze past you in narrow hallways when there was clearly enough room. Every woman on the fourth floor had a Marcus story. None of them had proof. The reason Marcus got away with it was simple. His father-in-law was a senior partner. HR would nod, take notes, and somehow conclude there was nothing to document. I'm Simone. I've been in financial analysis for 2 years when Marcus joined our division. Within a month, he'd called me sweetheart 4 times in front of colleagues, and once leaned down and whispered that my presentation was almost as impressive as everything else about you. When I told my manager, she gave me a sympathetic look and said, "That's just Marcus." That night I called my friend Petra, who worked in legal compliance downtown. I needed someone who'd actually listen. After I told her everything, she paused. "Does your company use Slack or Teams?" "Slack." "Why? Does Marcus message you there?" My stomach turned over. He messaged me constantly. Little things. "You always know how to brighten a Monday. That color looks incredible on you." Once, at 10 p.m. on Friday. Still at the office. "Bet you'd be better company than this spreadsheet." I deleted almost all of them because reading them again made me feel sick. "Simone," Petra said carefully, "deleted messages on company platforms aren't actually gone. They live on company servers. IT can recover them in audits. Every organization is legally required to archive that data." The next afternoon, I had coffee with Diana and Priya from our floor. I mentioned it offhandedly. Diana set her cup down slowly. "So everything he ever sent me, I have it all deleted. It's still sitting somewhere?" "Apparently." Priya looked between us. "He sent me a message last month saying I was dangerously distracting in that blazer. I deleted it the same day." Nobody spoke for a moment. Then Diana said, "What we were all thinking. How many of us has he done this to?" Over the following 2 weeks, we quietly asked around. Marcus had messaged nearly every woman in the department. Everyone had deleted the messages for the same reason. Keeping them felt like carrying something contaminated. Priya's sister worked in employment law. She told us that coordinated complaints with documented company inaction carried significant legal weight, especially when electronic evidence existed. 7 of us met at Diana's apartment on a Sunday evening. We built a detailed record, every message, every incident, every date, every witness. We attached every HR complaint that had gone nowhere. Then we filed a formal complaint with the EEOC, not for revenge, but because we were exhausted from bracing ourselves every single morning. An external investigator arrived 5 weeks later. Marcus was relaxed that day. I watched him joke with colleagues in the kitchen, completely unbothered. When someone warned him investigators were asking questions, he shrugged. "I cleaned up my messages. There's nothing to find." What he didn't know was that IT had already handed over 18 months of recovered data. The investigator found 170 inappropriate messages across 9 women, plus private messages to a friend explaining that he always deleted anything risky because management would protect him anyway. Marcus was terminated the following week. Within 3 months, he'd applied to 4 firms in our industry. Not one made him an offer. 6 months later, I heard through a connection that he told someone the women had overreacted. Diana texted our group when she heard. "Good. Let him spend the rest of his career wondering which emails are still out there." Now, whenever someone new joins the floor and starts acting too comfortable, someone quietly tells him about Marcus, about how 9 women used his own words against him, about how deleted was never the same thing as gone.